Yo, it's Practice Hours Volume 2. You're chilling here with Ruff, myself, Rapid, Slick.
Yep.
Got Dirty. Get me, big up yourself, A+, and we're in class, you get me, it's early morning. Up here in class, in college, innit? We summer, stand up, boy. It's obviously grime garage, yeah? And mixed in with hip hop and also rock as well, everything. It's everything in one. Yeah, so when you hear, most people, they know when they hear our tunes, they know, yeah, that's a Roscoe tune. It's our distinctive sound.
Yeah, headbangers.
Yeah, headbangers, yeah.
They hit you like straight away, you know what's going on. They're loud, our music's loud, we've got a loud sound, you get me, Roscoe.
Sounds that we use as well, and then the beat pattern, you don't use ordinary beat patterns, you get me, just different things, just different. My favourite producers at the moment is people like, but it's mainly people abroad in it, say Neptunes, Just Blaze, get me, Heat Makers, people like that, get me. I'm feeling like, say from England, say, I'm feeling Skepta, feeling Jammer.
Carby Unit,
Carby Unit, I'm banging some beats of them. DZ's banging some beats, Wiley's banging. People are banging, you get me? Like, it's a good scene, it's healthy. There's tunes about Dirty's banging, you get me? We are banging, Slicks is banging, we're all banging, you get me? I'm a producer and MC as well. Dirty's producer, MC as well. Slicks is a producer, MC as well. If you've got talent in both things, you have to do it.
But you know what, yeah,
get me?
I think it's harder, like say you're MCing first. If you start off as a producer and you start MCing, like say for instance like Jammer, like it's easy for you to get accepted in it. Like, but if you start off MCing first and start producing later on down the line, people will try it like, cause like you started MCing first, if you know what I mean, innit? But if you do both at the same time, you're winning like Wiley, innit? You come into the game like sort of straight away doing both. Dizzy, same thing, innit? But there's a lot of MCs that produce as well, man. There's a lot of talent, you get me? About like everyone's producing, everyone's MCing. I'm hearing beats like from MCs that are tough, like tough, not big MCs, but like small MCs that are tough, you get me? Like, so everyone's doing their thing, man.
My first one was Things in Boots, like that was produced by myself, featuring obviously myself, Slicks and Tintry in it. That was our first tune, our first hit on the road. It was bare hype on the road and that, innit? Like, it wasn't the first tune I made, yeah, but that was the first tune I made that everyone knew about, and it come out in the shops and it caused some hype in it.
That was the first tune you spat on, isn't it?
Yeah, first tune I spat on as well, you get me? Things in Boots.
My first tune was Misty Cold. And I made that when I was young, thinking about year 10. Then I released it like a few years later.
But them tunes, like we didn't know too much about the game then, innit? We didn't know about sound, how tunes were supposed to sound.
Like mix stands?
Yeah, mix stands, if this was distorted, if that was distorted, like we just used to do a tune, think take the tune straight from PC, run to the studio, go and spit on it, excited, innit? Go and spray it like that, you get me? But as years go on and that, like we learned about music, how it's supposed to sound, you get me?
Like, you know what, I got a tune that sound now, innit? Like, I've been producing as long as them two. We started, like, rappers started about a week or about 2 weeks before me and Dirty. Like, me and Dirty, because we live in the same block, we started producing the same time, innit? I've been producing as long as them, innit? But I ain't had a PC for time. I'll just concentrate on the MCing thing, innit? But right now, I got a tune out that's on the other side of Soundwinder. You know what I'm talking about, like some Soundwinder and Goski on the intro. Noe, like Bare MCs, Roscoe, Rolly, collaborating, you get me? So on the other side, called Tragedy. That's my first tune I put out in the shop, innit? But I've got bare tunes now. I'm gonna do my own album, my own mix CD. I'm gonna have tunes on the Roscoe album as well, get me? A couple other MCs spitting on my tune as well. That Soundwinder tune, it's got bare MCs on it, and on the other side, that's my tune. It's got Skepta on it, Jammer, Shifty, Tinchy, and are you on it? Yeah. You're on the hook. And someone else is on it. I said him. Yeah, but there's 5 MCs on it. Wiley, that's it, yeah, Wiley. And that's how I'm moving, Slicks, get me?
Walking to rhythm and things like that. We've got our own rack, our own line, you get me? You get me? I feel that, it's real though, you get me, blood? We've got our own line, our own rack, you get me? Walking to rhythm, blood. Look on the top of the rack, blood, you might see Roachy all day long. Look underneath that, Tinchy Strider Underground. Look underneath that, Slicks Don't Trust. Look underneath that, Anna/Down. Look underneath that. Merkle Man, Jam Pie. Look underneath that.
Roddy
Roscoe's side.
It's not done, bro. There's more, man. Man at the pressing plant now. Like, big up Freddie Yanks at the JTS Massive. That's where we press up. You get me? It's not that. This is the beginning, man. This is nothing, man. It's just a warm up. We've been touching for too long, like just holding our beats back in it. Watch out for Together. That's Dirty Dangerous tune, innit? That's what we're big, man.
Featuring Wiley.
That's good at Wiley. Just doing our thing, man. I'm gonna have more tunes in the shop. What's your next thing again?
My thing probably something, move to this remix or something, or hear this. You get me? You will know, like just banging it up, and like the way we promote our tunes as well. Rinse FM, you get me? Every Sunday, 11 to 1. So we're gonna hear our beats banging. It's not a long one.
Internet as well. www.rinsefm.com. You can stream live on the net all over the world. Roscoe at 11 o'clock every Sunday after Roll Deep. Rinsefm.com. That's where you can hear us. Hear more exclusive rhythm. You know it.
So all the other producers, watch out for us, because man's ain't giving us the respect that we should have. You get me? By all of them, they'll know. You get me? You don't want to know who force it into your ear. It's nothing. Force it, because that's all we're gonna hear, isn't it? That's all we're gonna hear. Roscoe rhythm. You get me?
A lot of people say that, like, Roscoe, why are we signed and all that? And it's not like we're not signed because we can't get signed. We can get signed, like, easily, innit? Getting a deal is nothing, man. Like, you get a deal, you get the money. Like, you have to learn the business and everything. Like, right now, we're just conquering down here, man. We've got bare mix CDs to put out. Watch out for Guns N' Roses Volume 2. If you ain't got Guns N' Roses Volume 1, there's a couple about. You know what I want to say is I want to pick up all the people that bought Volume 1, and I pick up all the people that buy our records, man, that support Roscoe, man, love you, you get me? Just doing our thing. We've got, like, we're just trying to build more of a fan base down here, innit? Like, all over the world. Mainly England, obviously, because that's where we're from. But all over the world, like, get it solid before we care about getting a deal. We can get a deal tomorrow, but no, that's not what we're concentrating on right now, you get me?
Most of the things that labels and that do for you, we had the power and the money, like, we're able to do it. Like, now we're sitting in college, like, what our teacher teaches us, like, we know so many things, like, we're educated in this thing, like, we know about different marketing strategies, you get me, how to get yourself out there, like, we know all of them things, you get me, what the label knows, distribution, royalties, MPC, all of them things, MPCS, all of them things, whatever you call
all
it.
All the things that people just forget about. Yeah, copywriting, all of that, man. Learn it. 2 years, we've been in college for 2 years, you know. We ain't been wasting time, man. We've been in college for 2 years.
No thing, we're educated in this business here, so this ain't nothing to us, you get me? Just when we come, you know we'll come proper hard, like, hard, you get me? We'll sit there with a label, we know what we want. Don't just want money, sit there, give us money. We know, man. About what promotion, we know what you need to do. We know about different strategies. You see that most people, most producers and that, we're all different in it. Me, myself, most producers start with drum beat and that, but I don't do that, you get me?
I started the melody as well.
Start with the melody or the bass, you get me? Say, when I started, when I made, say, Underground, started with the thingy first, innit? Dun 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 dun, like the bass, you get me? Started with the bass, and the rest just come to you. The rest will come to you then. Add the kick, snare, hi-hat, then the dogs, whoo, then the scream, this, that. Add it all together, then it comes, you get me? Then it comes proper. Then it's Mercury when it all comes together. Then after that, then when you take what we do, like say, we use everything, Cubase, Fruity, everything, yeah, but when we make a beat, yeah, so we make the beat, yeah, and we're not happy, like, where we want it to be, we want everything to sound the best, want it to sound big, so we'll take the parts, like, we'll export all the parts, like, mix down, you, if you're a producer, you know what I'm talking about, get the parts, like, the kicks, the snares, the hi-hats, the bass, the individual tracks, you get me, then we'll take it off to, like, a sound guy, sound that can mix down, get me, big up Greg, anyway, take it to the studio, mix it down, sounds proper, like big to your feeling it, it'll sound big in the club, then vocal it, then I got done, like, get me.
You need to hear Strider's album because, like, we did do a lot of tracks on there and it was sounding quite good. But yeah, that's what you need to hear because we've got some good tunes on there. Like, Strider needs to go, man. He's got a big album. It's big.
When he hears his album, you'll know.
I think he's really looking to get that sound, isn't it?
When you Strider album,
yeah.
he's looking to get it. still in it. But we're doing a street album. Like we're Roscoe doing a street album after our second mixtape. We're gonna do a street album for it, and a street just like we put at Guns N' Roses, the same quality, but even better. And we're doing an instrumental album as well. Like of all the beats in it, the BM's gonna spray in our beats and that, but you can't really get all of them. Like it's gonna be mostly exclusive, like a couple of the known ones, like a couple classics, like Pap Pap and that, but mostly exclusive. You get me? Like so you have to go and buy the street album, Roscoe street album. It's gonna be big.
I'm learning Logic on the slide. It's the same as Cubase and that, blood. But my main tool that I love and I'm comfortable with in it, because I've been using it for years when I used to go studio with Chunky and Max OD and them boys, yeah. It's Cubase SX. That's what we use in class now. We're in my class. Get me? Brass. Everyone knows I like brass. There's your drum pattern there. Bass, innit? Brass is my #1 weapon, blood. Get me? Yeah. So basically this is the track that I recorded into there, innit? And I'm gonna show you a bit of it, innit? It's not great. I have to deal with the sounds that are in the college on the Cubase, and I just made it my sound out of it, innit? This is it. College sounds, you get me? It's nothing long, bro. Sound a bit dry and that, but man made what I can do out of it, you get me? Little hip hop beat, it's nothing, you get me? That's at 99 BPM, fast rap, you get me? That's basically it, blood. Anyway, practice hours. Volume 2, big up A+, big up the rest of them, our Rascod man them. Watch out for all our vinyl and shop. Watch out for Guns N' Roses Volume 2. Big up Roach, big up For The Guy, big up Strider, Shifty. These man, any big ups, blood.
Hey, big up Will, big up Shifty. Hey, big up Will, big up Shifty, big up all the man them, hang tight strides. Watch out for all the Roscoe movements. Watch out for all our records, our CDs, our DVDs, and our next video is gonna be a banger, trust me.